This is an All Sports Station production.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Godden. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on them here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Get ready.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson. Jet sweep to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Line him up.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
So the big question today is, how will they play in this weather? Because you can recreate moisture, right? You can do wet ball drills, things of that nature. But snow, you cannot create that in practice. You can't prepare for it. You just have to deal with it.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. To throw is Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Night, sweetheart. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Here we go. Good, here we go.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Good. 180.
I'm here all day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Foles. And Robinson with a big catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
180.
Check 41. Oh, you got deep?
Here we go.
Now Foles. And Graham's got it. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Here's Foles, and it's caught. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the slant.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Reset. Mike 58 right there. You gonna get this boy?
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
In your face.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league. A lot of it goes back to his high school wrestling background. He understands leverage and hands as well as anyone.
Reset. Like 88. 59. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll start things on 1st with Tariq Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's our time.
This is Cohen. Shifts by him. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Come
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. First down, a run with Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Come on, 180. I got you, boy.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This is Cohen on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Watch a slack, watch a slack, watch a slack.
Faking the give, now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. 33 yards that time.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Mike, check.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Finding room to the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Let's go.
Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Draw play, Cohen. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Watson out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. Foles now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Watson on first down. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. On the return is Cohen. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing?
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The screen pass here to Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This will be fielded at the 6. It'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Where'd he go?
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Check 55 to Mike. Rip left.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Quickly into the hands of Patterson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
Only trying to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
We're set.
Push him back. Push him back.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Keep playing all game. Let's get it.
Go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Who that?
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All
J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
What's that? 19.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson being chased out left. He's going to... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
That's where you belong.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check set. 19. It's 59. Line him up. I got you. Line him up.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
I'm not going to ask you to sing any of those holiday carols right now with the snow coming down and they're playing in this stuff, but I have to believe they had a couple schools of thought here. One, worried about maybe the kicker slipping or just executing a field goal attempt. And two, when you fake it, offensively you actually have an advantage. Harder for defenses to react and make cuts and stop a play.
Well, that was going to be my point, especially in this weather. Tougher for them to adjust.
Yeah, trying to make those changes and sudden moves when the offensive guys know where they're going, hard to stop them that way.
19.
59. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Set. 19.
59. It's going to be a long day.
To throw on third down. Watson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
You ready?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Coming to you, coming to you. Slam.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Be alert, be alert.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On second down, it's Cohen. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Let's go. We got it.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom!
J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Set. 19. 59. Hey, defense, left
On 2nd and 9. Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Let's go.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
This is it. 19.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll try and run it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Like 88!
Mike, 58, right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Texans on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Watson off play action. Finding fouls complete. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. It's hot. All day.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Watson off play action. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Check right, check right. Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
Johnson on the counter. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Check three.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start to...
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
What is that? 19! Watch the pass! Watch the pass! Here we go! Here we go!
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Stop your whining.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.